Breaking news out of the Brickell neighborhood near downtown Miami, where there's been an accident at a construction site there. Several blocks near the site have been shut down.
Local 10 News reporter Leanne Morejon just got to the scene a short time ago. She's live with brand new information. Leanne.
Well, Lori, Victor, I'll step out of the way so you can get a live look for yourself on the ground. This is Brickell Avenue at Southeast 15th, and you can see just what a presence of fire, rescue, and police here. Let's take you up above to Sky 10, and we can tell you what we've learned so far from Miami Mayor Tomas Regalado. He tells us at least 4 or 5 people on the ground were injured when some sort of piece of scaffolding fell 35 floors from the top of the Echo Brickell building, which has been under construction for about a year now. As that debris came down, a car was hit on the ground. There was one person inside. We're told that person was not seriously injured. Other people who were on the ground were hit by debris, some of which was carried by the wind. So that is why they have created a perimeter that is about 4 blocks along Brickell Avenue between about 13th and 16th Streets. Those folks were taken to either Jackson Memorial Hospital or Mercy Hospital, which is nearby. And we did speak with Tomas Regalado, as we mentioned before. Here's just some of what he had to say.
What we know is that at least 4 or 5 people were injured, minor injuries. Some woman was driving a car that was smashed. It's parked over there by the large piece of debris. And some people were injured as they were walking in Brickell and trying to get away when they saw that.
A witness who works right adjacent to this building. His name is Rodolfo Tamarquio. Thanks so much for sharing your account with us. What did you see from your building?
I was just sitting at my desk and we heard the loud crashing noise, so I just looked up, and since we face that direction anyway, we saw everything start crashing down all at once.
And what did you see as far as folks on the ground, people needing help?
Just the cars. I mean, one thing, as soon as we looked over where most of the debris fell, you could see there was 2 cars right in the way. There was a sedan that you saw from up top with the roof collapse and all that. So mostly that, and then also trying to get an idea of just how far the debris came, because, I mean, if you look over, there's actually pieces of drywall and other construction in the planters in my office building. So it came all the way across Brickell Avenue.
And you did see a rescue of sorts, some construction workers coming to the aid of them. Can you tell me about that?
There were 2 construction workers, and they were, after everything fell, they came over and looked in the driver's side, saw somebody there. They went around to the passenger side and pulled her out from there and carried her off to the side of the building just to make sure she was okay. I mean, I can't speak to her condition, but she was speaking there on the side. She was walking with them, so hopefully she's okay.
It's shocking to see all of this, I imagine.
Shocking to see, but really nice to see that someone had, the idea to look over and make sure there were people actually still in the cars.
Rudy, thank you. Glad you're all right. As far as we know, we don't know exactly what caused all of this, and they do say that they're going to be here for the next several hours, making sure everything's secure, making sure no other debris comes loose and could possibly hit anyone. We will stay on top of this story and bring you the very latest online and on the Local 10 News at 11. For now, we're live in Brickell. Leanne Morejon, Local 10 News.
Leanne, how hard was it to even get into that area?
Gloria, I believe you asked how hard it was to get in here. There is a lot of traffic, as you can imagine. A lot of this tape everywhere. So many side streets blocked. Brickell Avenue, obviously a main thoroughfare. And of course, we are closer to South Miami Avenue, and Brickell Bay Drive is further east. And so those sides of the streets are also being affected. So if you're in this area, if you're trying to come here, 13th to 16th, not a good idea.
Okay, Leanne Morejon live on the scene. Let us know if we need to get back to you.
It is going to be a long